Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and that dying cat over there, that's Flex. What's up, big fella?
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Exactly. I was cracking up because I could see you mouthing the tune to the song.
Yeah, I was doing
But like not actually making noise.
Oh, yeah. Silent on my end. I didn't want to ruin anything.
It was fantastic. Follow us at Craft Beer Republic, at Flex Me Beer underscores in between, and 805-538-BEER is our number if you want to leave us a voicemail like our friend Pablo did last week.
Yeah, what a nice guy.
What a good guy.
Big fan of Pablo.
Yeah. You know, I've met him in real life. Very nice guy. He's come to some live shows.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good guy.
So he does listen every week.
Yeah, he's not fucking around.
No.
Yeah, good man.
No, even bigger fan now.
Right. Biggest fan of Pablo.
Pablo's number one. You know, now I'm getting creepy. I'll stop.
Yeah. Keep it in your pants, would you? Shout out to our top listening city. Didn't expect this one. Salt Lake, Utah.
Oh.
I didn't know they could drink out there.
Oh, there's like only 3 people that live there.
That's true. And then the other people live in Provo. That's it. It's Salt Lake and Provo.
Makes sense.
We've discussed this many a time.
Geography 101.
Right. Cold hard facts. There's only 2 areas of Utah, and that's Salt Lake and Provo.
Well,
suck it, Steph.
That says it all.
Yeah, exactly. So much to get to today. 2 weeks in a row, beer research. I know. Everyone's
What is the matter with you?
I've probably gained 10 pounds just from drinking 6 beers. But beer research, we got some booze news. Scott sent us your horoscope based on your beer. So we'll talk about that and so much more. Before we do, though, why don't we find out what you're drinking over there, if that's okay.
Change of scenery.
Yeah, I didn't even warn you. I just said, hey, let's find out what you're drinking.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
All right. Again, I did my homework. I bought beer.
Good man.
Believe it or not.
Not as good as Pablo, but good man.
Yeah. Yeah. We all have to try, you know.
Yeah.
We really do. I am drinking Osa from Equilibrium Brewing. 16,000 chickens.
Wow.
On Untapped. They gave it a 4.01.
Ooh, that's mighty big.
It's quite a collective rating. I believe that word starts with an H.
Doesn't it?
And it reads, Osa is our beloved Photon American Pale Ale conditioned on freshly zested oranges. Can you zest an orange, or does an orange have zest?
You can zest an orange.
Okay. I don't know how to do things, so I'm asking. Conditioned on freshly zested oranges at a rate of, now this doesn't sound impressive to me, 6 oranges per barrel.
Yeah, that doesn't feel very impressive.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they would even put that in the description. I'm already underwhelmed.
Right. That's like bragging about your 2-inch dick.
Yeah, you know, it's just like, it's 2 inches. You know, that's all I got. What else do you say to that?
Good night, everybody.
Hey, I got a 2-inch dick. Yeah, man, that's like brewing beer 6 oranges per barrel. Yeah, get a fucking life.
We all know the old saying.
It's a new saying now, I guess.
True.
And then it says, it is everything Photon is. I've never had Photon. With a dominant orange presence. This citric delight is our preferred way to start the afternoon. So let me waft a little more out of this out of the can.
And we're wafting. It's interesting about the afternoon. Usually I prefer my mimosas in the morning.
Well, I feel like brunch, you know, late morning, early afternoon.
Yeah. Starts around 10, ends whenever.
All right. So this is pretty hazy, paley looking.
Yeah, very unfiltered looking.
Very solid cabeza to the beer.
Mucho Blanco.
I mean, it smells like zested orange, I guess. It does. I'll give it to him.
Okay.
I'm very excited to taste this because who doesn't love mimosas?
I love mimosas.
So without further ado, the old tongue jabber. Okay. Super duper light. It is a 4.8% pale. And
zesty.
Trying to find the 6 oranges per barrel.
All 6 of them.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't taste a lot of orange. I mean, it's there, but it doesn't remind me anything like a mimosa.
More like a mimosa.
Yeah, it's like a mimosa.
Not so much of a mimosa.
Yeah, it's like I really wanted it to be like oh yeah, mosa. And it's like a mosa. You know? I mean, it's fine. Kind of bummed. I'm bummed on this one.
Would you drink it again?
I wouldn't buy it again.
Rather have a Modelo Oro.
I you know what? That's big words right there, but yeah, I would. I feel like that'd be much more enjoyable.
It's fair. Tough,
and
but fair.
This leaves like a little, I don't know, like a little taste on your tongue afterwards. Just kind of sticks around. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like a particular demographic or that palate that likes this beer. You know, I mean, 16,000 check-ins, 401.
Somebody likes it. Yeah.
Right? Somebody's enjoying this beer thoroughly.
You didn't get it from Tavor, did you?
I did not. Got it from the local shop, Consumer Beverage. They're my wonderful, wonderful people over there. And yeah, I mean, this is just, it's kind of a bummer. You know, Equilibrium, we talk about it. Hype breweries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not getting a super duper hype double IPA from them, you know, which they're known for, other IPAs and shit. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a bummer. I'm kind of bummed out. But it was only $3.75 for the can, so I can't be too bummed out.
And you were smart, and you only bought one.
And I did. See this, and this is what we're telling people, right? We told people last week.
Buying crap. I mean,
that's not what we're saying.
Whoops! Hold on. Scratch that. Let me try again. Buy less craft. No shit.
God damn
it! This isn't coming out right.
I'm just like, you don't have any idea how disappointed I would have been if I spent like $15, $16, you know.
Yeah.
Shit, even if I spent $12 on this 4-pack, I'd be like, damn it.
Mostly because you'd have to drink the other 3.
Exactly. And that's the point.
Yeah.
It's not the support of the breweries. Let's put that out there. It's not, don't support it, but it's like, man, when you get a beer that just isn't there, hence this one for me, I would have been so disappointed to have 3 extra ones, and I would think immediately who I could give these to.
Yeah, right. Who doesn't care about what their beer tastes like?
Yeah, like who would drink this without even thinking about what it tastes like?
Yeah. Scott.
Yeah, I feel like you're absolutely right with that.
He would totally drink that for you.
What does this taste like?
Beer.
It's beer.
Is it zesty? Sure.
Yeah, it's got it says it's brewed with hops.
Yeah, it's got the orange.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep looking at this. Like, take out a sip.
Here's the new rule: buy 1 beer at a time. But if it's good, go back and buy 20.
That is a valid point. And that's what I'm all about.
Yeah, go support the good craft beer.
Yeah, because these guys, they got a big name, and I'm sure some of their stuff is good. I've never really loved anything from Equilibrium.
I'm on the same boat as you, my friend.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad.
I've had some things that are good, but I've never had anything that was great.
Like mind blowing. Like, wow, this is so much better than what is brewed locally for me.
Right.
Like I've never had that.
Same. 100% the same.
Okay.
At least that I can remember.
I'm not saying, they're bad.
Yeah.
I guess it's, 2 people's opinions on a
versus 16,000.
Yeah. Like, what do we matter?
So we're the smart ones.
Yeah, they were like the 0.002%.
Have I ever told you my favorite Untapped review that I've seen?
I'm pretty sure it was on like a Bud Light or something.
No, it was Dark and Stormy, which is that garbage ass. It's the worst beer I've ever.
Walker, yes.
Yeah, worst beer I've ever had.
I'll never forget the story.
So after we tried it and thought this was the worst beer we've ever put in our fucking pie holes, I looked up on Untapped to see maybe we have a bad bottle and people love it. It was mixed, but it was higher rating than it should have been. But my favorite review on there was, I don't know what's wrong with all these LA pussies, but this is a great beer.
Oh, yeah, that
I was like, wait, what?
Okay.
Okay. Well, consider me an LA pussy because this beer is trash.
What a weird way to phrase that.
So fucking weird. Anyway,
I'm gonna try and find this one on Untapped.
The mimosa?
No, the Firestone Dark and
Stormy. I mean, they haven't made it in quite some years.
The last year was 2018, it looks like.
Okay. That tracks.
8,000 check-ins, 3.8.
See, that's way too fucking high. It's a bunch of Firestone fanboys out there jerking themselves off, especially back in 2018 when Firestone was still on top of the beer world.
Now, these are kind of, this one description says lots of honey. Then the next one says Rumpelstiltskin. As a lover of all things Firestone, this was difficult to drink. Definitely boozy with ginger and lime, has a cheap medicine cocktail flavor.
That wasn't intern Brian, was it? Sounds like something he would say.
It's Craft Beer Public.
Oh, was it? I wrote that?
Yeah, that was
I totally remember that.
That was pretty solid.
Yeah, good times.
Very, very funny. Well, I tell you what, I'll never drink it.
I wouldn't recommend it. If there's any left that haven't been thrown in a fire. But speaking of beer research, I alluded to it earlier. I did more beer research, like the hero that I am.
Pop that knee brace on and you can go anywhere.
That's right. Helps my liver hold up too. Keeps everything in place. I went to this place. I don't know if it's new. We saw it a few months ago. I think it's been around for a couple years, but it's under like new ownership or something. Anyways, it's a place out here called Agora Beer and Wine. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bottle shop with wine and beer. But they've got a little bar, a tiny little bar area in the back of it. And you can have some wine, you can have some beer. And I was in a beer mood, surprisingly. I've been in a lot of wine and seltzer mood lately. But I walked in and they had such good beers, not only on tap. Now, they didn't have a huge tap list, but the list they had was fantastic. We're talking Made West, There Does Not Exist, Fieldwork, Beechwood. There was some good California beer on that list. So you know what I had. It was that There Does Not Exist. But I was looking in their fridge, and it was the first time in a while where I was like, I remember the fun days of chasing down some specialty beers. It's like looking through their fridge like, oh, maybe I'll pick up a couple things. And I didn't because we weren't going home afterwards. But had a couple of beers off the tap list. The other cool thing they did was if you're drinking wine for $11 a glass, which is the cheapest wine glass on the menu, it's called Pour Me Whatever. And you can tell them, pour me whatever or pour me whatever red or white. You can specify. And he just surprises you with a glass of wine.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. So the wife was doing that because we love, like, a lot of times I'll hand her a drink or she'll hand me a drink and go, guess what it is, whether it's wine or beer or whatever.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to guess, A, the style, but then B, like, if you can actually nail what it is. So it was fun. He'd bring it over and like have a sip. And then after you had a sip, you're like, all right, this is a, Pinot from Washington or whatever.
He brought it over.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, he brought it. But anyways, cool spot. Had a couple of tasty beverages, and it was our first time hanging out. So we'll be back again. Agora Beer and Wine if you're out in my hood in the Conejo Valley area.
Really, that sounds like a super fun spot.
Yeah, nice little beer selection. And we all know how into wine I am. We found a few wine bottles that we belong to their membership, and we were comparing their prices. Pretty good wine prices. I swear they're not paying me to say this. I was like, that is, for a non-membership price, pretty good price. So, like Austin Hope Cab, that kind of stuff.
Did you pick any up or?
No, it was all shit I already have in my house.
Oh, okay.
Of course not. Because I'm classy and I have wines.
Sometimes I forget how classy you are.
Yeah. Pinkies up, motherfucker. That was a good time. I'll definitely be going back. I saw that I was gathering all the news for the show tonight, and I found this fun fact that I thought I would share with everybody, and hopefully don't throw up too hard. Anheuser-Busch. They have 3 brands that have accounted for 35% of all of their volume last month.
Modelo?
Nope.
Oh, they just came out with the Busch Apple again. I'm assuming.
Oh, God, I saw that. No, it's not that. Yeah, Brian, our friend Brian, not intern Brian, but formerly Titletown Brian, he was telling me about it, and it was like, it's the worst thing I've put in my mouth in a long time.
Oh, that's funny, because that shit sells out like crazy.
That's what he was saying. Like,
as soon as it comes in, it's gone.
That's what he was telling, and I don't fucking believe him, but I guess it's true.
Yeah,
so,
it's
no,
real.
that was not one of them either. One of them is Mick Ultra.
Oh yeah, that's so big. Why is that so big?
So big right now.
And the Willem Dafoe and Catherine O'Hara commercials are just awful.
And I love Catherine O'Hara, but I don't love that commercial.
No.
Busch Light.
Okay, so Busch, right?
And even more disappointing than Mick Ultra.
Oh God, Mick Zero.
Yes, Mick Ultra Zero. Those 3 beers were 35% of AB's portfolio last month. You guys need to drink better beer out there.
That's gross, dude.
So gross. You guys are
yeah, what are people doing?
Drinking shit beer. Thanks to Scott for this one.
Thank you, Scott.
Here is the horoscope. The best beer style for your zodiac sign. What sign are you, Flex?
I am a Cancer.
Okay. So Cancer, your style of beer should be a Pilsner.
Okay, I can dig that.
Okay. I'm a Leo, and this could not be further from the truth.
Like a strong ale or a barley wine.
I'd take a barley wine.
Saisons aren't bad.
Can't do it. If it involves sweat socks and wet hay in the description, you can go ahead and pour that down the fucking sink.
You can get some really well brewed saisons.
The only saison I'm interested in is if it's like a sour saison, so you don't taste the saison part of it.
It's similar to like a farmhouse ale, right? A saison. It's like one and the same.
Yeah.
So that's actually like what Spotted Cow is technically is a farmhouse ale.
Yeah, but most of them taste like sweat socks and wet hay.
So whenever I hear saison, because the local brew pub, Explorer in by me, they had done a saison and it tasted almost identical to Spotted Cow.
Oh,
I would say it was probably even better.
Nice.
And then one summer they did a cucumber saison where you got a hint of that cucumber freshness in it.
So that could either be disgusting or super fresh.
And it was super fresh and super delicious and super refreshing, super summery, super. Couldn't say super more. And I super enjoyed it.
Sounds super good.
Yeah, it was super good.
The rest, if people care, if you're an Aries, you should be drinking a porter. Taurus, brown ale. Gemini. You don't like brown ales?
It's like my least favorite.
Oh, love me a good brown ale. Gemini, pale ale. I should be a Gemini, apparently. Virgo, wheat beer. Libra, Oktoberfest. Duh.
Okay.
Scorpio, stout. Sagittarius, IPA. Capricorn, barley wine.
Whew.
Oof. Bunch of drunks.
They did.
Yeah. Aquarius, Belgian ale. No thanks.
Gross.
And Pisces, Bach beer. Very specific.
Okay. Does it give any reasonings as to why?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
It'd be more fun if it did.
Well, that's what I was hoping for. Like a little description as to like, hey,
yeah,
this is why.
Right. Hey, Leos, because you love blowing out your palate with gym socks, you should drink saisons.
Rumor has it you like tasting your own sweat.
And the taste of wet barn. No thanks.
I got plenty of wet barns here in Wisconsin.
Not so many around me. Got to get it from my saisons. All right, before we talk about the news, let me talk about what I'm drinking over here. Calling to the pen.
He calls to the bullpen for
Beer.
All right, well, I'm drinking another Tavor beer. After last week, I was like,
What's the matter with you?
well, I got to drink another Tavor beer for two reasons. One, they're not getting any younger.
Science.
You're right. And two, I wanted to see if this had the funky flavor to it because it's from a completely different state from the last. Last one was from Montana. This one, Colorado.
Science.
I am drinking Weldworks Brewing Company Working Theory. And this is a collab with Barrel Theory Beer Company.
Ooh, I like Barrel Theory a lot.
I don't know if I've had anything from them besides this beer.
Big fan.
Double hazy IPA, 8.4%, 28 IBUs, has a 4.23 with over 1,700 ratings. Very respectable. They say brewed with our friends at Barrel Theory Beer Company. This is a double hazy IPA. Nice and long description there.
And they're like St. Paul, Minnesota or something like that.
Is that where they're from?
Barrel Theory, yeah.
I have not done that research, but I guess I could have. This beer, as you can see, gorgeous. Oh, you're right. St. Paul, Minnesota. Great looking hazy.
Looks lovely.
Nice head, nice lacing. Light schnoz.
And it doesn't say what hops are used in it?
Doesn't say anything.
Damn.
What am I picking up on the schnoz here? Like some mango or something. It smells light, but very nice. I do enjoy it. I'm also looking for their hops while I do this.
One-handed like a pro.
Yeah. Citra, Nectaron, and Peacherine hops.
Oh, this is some fun hops.
Mm-hmm. All right, on the tongue jobber. All right, this is delicious.
Damn.
First of all, this does not have that weird funk that I've been experiencing, but it's also 8.4%, so it could be overriding it in that double territory.
Now that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I get mandarin, orange. I get orange.
You can say, man, you can be a pretentious asshole.
I don't think I'm smart enough to know the difference. I get a fucking orange.
If you've ever had a clementine, you could tell the difference between a clementine and an orange.
That is true. Or a cutie, you know.
Wow.
I definitely get mango. I don't know if I get peach, but I get like a sugary mango that I'm really enjoying.
Damn.
It's really good.
Sounds lovely.
The finish is a little pithy, like grapefruit pithiness or something like that.
Right.
Like citrus pith. Instead of like a pine tree bitter, it's more like a citrus bitter. I really enjoy it.
I prefer that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, and especially if you're drinking a hazy.
Right, exactly. It's hazy. Really keeps things smooth, keeps it enjoyable. This is a pleasant beer to be drinking on. And well deserving, I'd say, of its 4.23.
Wow.
Look at me not being angry this week.
Those are big words. Well deserving of a 4.23.
Yeah. Definitely a 4 or more.
Okay.
On the Richter scale.
I'm not mad that I'm not drinking it.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, your beer sounds delicious.
Yeah. I'm over here just like, just drinking a samosa.
Shitmosa, is that what you said?
Yeah. I just said samosa.
Shitmosa, got it.
Yeah.
A little news, little booze news. Goose Island, everyone's favorite brewery.
What a shitty island, though, honestly, thinking about it. Filled with geese.
Yeah, all they do is poop.
Terrible.
Just
terrible.
So bad. They smell awful.
And they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And they're noisy.
Oh, and they so I've been catching them in the morning on my way to work. They just stand in the road. And you got to wait for them to cross because it's like against the law to hit a goose or something like that.
That's bullshit.
So yeah, you have to sit there and wait for them. And they're so arrogant that they just stop and then they look at you. And then they just stand there looking at you. And you're like, all right, like if you just expedite this process by not looking at me and staring at me so I'm late to work, please stop hanging out in medians. You know, like, why?
Their shit is the size of like a small dog's shit. It's giant for a bird.
Yeah, and it's like, I will give them props on the consistency, though. Like, whatever they're doing, pretty healthy diet, I would say.
Good amount of fiber intake.
Yes, it's super solid. But
Literally.
right, pun intended. But yeah, they suck.
Yeah, they do. So is the brewery. Goose Island is going to debut 10-ounce bottles of their Bourbon County brand original stout.
Cool.
Yeah. So, if you couldn't stomach the 17-ounce glass bottles, now you can...
That are still on shelves of liquor stores around the country from Thanksgiving.
From years past.
Yeah.
Then now you can plug and chug a 10-ounce bottle instead. They said in a press release, while the recipe remains unchanged, the new format reflects a shift in occasion, ideal for side-by-side tastings with the rest of the lineup or simply enjoying on its own. The 4-pack gives drinkers more opportunities to experience the beer that started it all.
Oh, so it's coming in a 4-pack.
Yeah, 4-pack of 10-ounce bottles.
Oh, I thought it was just single 10-ounce bottles.
So you must now buy 40 ounces of Bourbon County brand stout.
Oh, man.
Good luck.
Are they doing that for the variants, I'm wondering, or if they're just doing it for the regular...
Who knows?
Oh.
Yeah, good luck to all the plumbing out there.
Oof. All right.
California is dragging the U.S. spirit volumes down as consumer priorities shift. So apparently the TLDR part of this is California's habits are different from the rest of the country, but we're such a big state, we're dragging everyone's numbers down. Are Californians over tequila? A new report indicates that Californians' thirst for spirits has declined, fueled by a drop in agave spirit volumes. The report from market research firm IWSR shows that the evolution of wine, beer, and RTD consumption in California broadly followed national trends between 2019 and 2024. But spirit volumes fell by 9% compared to a 3% dip across the country. Higher priced beer, wine, and spirits are still proving resilient, added the report, with RTDs booming. IWSR US President Martin, this guy, wrote in 2024, he's got quite a last name, U.S. spirits volumes, excluding California, remained above 2019 levels, but California is dragging the national figures down. Its underperformance is not reflective of broader category weakness, but more likely a state-specific consumer shift or economic pressures. So basically, California's not drinking a bunch of liquor anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we're fucking up everybody's numbers.
I mean, you guys got all the grapes, though, so that makes sense with the wine.
California grapes.
Tremendous breweries.
That is accurate.
So, I mean, I get it. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Shout out to listener Davis, your homie, who backed you up on all things Wisconsin.
Yes, my Wisconsin guy.
Yeah, he was out here a week or so ago. I didn't get to see him. He was down in San Diego, but he started texting me. He goes, hey, don't you like North Park Brewery? I said, I love North Park.
Who doesn't?
Right. And I said, and if you're there, I also love their pork nugs. They have little, it's pork belly cut into nugget pieces, and they fry them and put this delicious sauce on them. It's anyways, about 10 minutes later, I get a message. He goes, pork nugs are fantastic. So good. I also told him to go check out Seek.
Was that like a version of burnt ends or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's pork belly instead of, brisky, whatever. So it's just pork belly cut up and fried.
Okay.
Like deep fried, not battered, but deep fried.
Okay.
And it's really good. They do a great job. They have sausage. They have a little sausage thing there, like meats basically. So we just happened to try it once we were drunk, and now we get it every time.
Hell yeah.
And I said, hey, Seek beer is right around the corner. Go check out Seek. And he tried that. And he's like, Seek was such a good recommendation, blah, blah, blah. So I still got it. But anyways.
Drinking all this wine and you still got it.
Still got it, bitches. All this wine and high noons, and I still know the good breweries. How many DUIs are too many DUIs?
I would say 4.
Okay. A Butler man with a very well-worn relationship with DUI laws is back behind bars after allegedly getting drunk, wrecking his car, and then refusing everything the cops threw at him. State police say 60-year-old Scott Creedler was found stumbling around a grassy off-ramp near Port Matilda on I-99 in Centric County. His car was there badly damaged with flat tires on the passenger side and the back wheel grinding down to the rim like it was auditioning for NASCAR's No tire left behind special. Troopers got the call around 7:45 p.m. on May 15th after reports of someone literally riding the rim up the highway near mile marker 58 in Taylor Township.
They know that's not good for the car, right?
They haven't figured that out yet.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. Scott claimed he was just cruising from Altoona to a family member's house when he got a flat. You know, the usual excuse, except he reeked of alcohol, had slurred speech, just like me, bloodshot eyes, and refused all sobriety tests like it was a game show called Absolutely Not. Turns out this wasn't his first rodeo. Court documents say Scott was on parole for his third DUI, but this was at least his 11th time driving under the influence.
That's insane.
Yes. Unsurprisingly, the judge denied bail and called him a major public safety risk. It only got Scott from there. After being arrested and taken to Mount Nittany Medical Center, he refused to give a blood sample twice. Even after troopers got a search warrant and brought him back to the hospital, he still wouldn't budge. He's now facing a buffet of charges: felony DUI, disorderly conduct with some spicy, obscene language, driving on a suspended license, and careless driving.
Wow, yeah.
Scott had quite the night.
Yeah, what a horrible human being.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this story. Let's see if I can read it semi-clearly so everybody can enjoy.
Yeah, are you doing okay?
No. I'm not even drunk. I just can't fucking read. Florida mail carrier was drunk on vodka as she made route deliveries. A postal worker has been charged with driving under the influence after her delivery truck was seen swerving and traveling on the wrong side of the road. The dangerous display was witnessed by Melbourne police around 2 p.m. on April 12th as they responded to reports of a USPS driver tossing out plastic Solo cups that, quote, smelled like alcohol, end quote, out of the truck.
Who's picking these cups up and smelling them?
Right? Quick, go check it.
Right, you see somebody throw a cup out the window, you're not like, oh yeah, that I caught a whiff of that. Like, no, You're going to pick it up and you are physically smelling that cup.
You've got to stick your schnoz in that thing.
Oh man.
Which, who knows what that person nope, not touching it.
Yep, don't touch it.
When stopped, the 33-year-old driver appeared confused and disoriented and slurred as she spoke. A field sobriety test showed additional signs of intoxication. She advised that during her mailing route, she delivered to an address off Riverview Drive that was having a party. She was invited in and decided to take her 10-minute break and go inside. She stated that she drank 2 vodkas while inside. When asked to clarify, she stated that it was 2 shots of vodka out of a blue bottle. Witnesses reported seeing the truck hitting curbs, swerving into opposing traffic, and almost crashed into multiple cars prior to being stopped. When asked about the mishaps, the driver stated she had dozed off behind the wheel and was jolted awake by a speed bump. A breath test showed the driver had an alcohol level of
0.24?
No, very unimpressive 0.10.
Oh.
Yeah, barely over. The driver was arrested and charged with DUI, and her bond was set at $500.
That's very underwhelming.
Yeah, so I believe her that she had 2 shots of vodka.
Huh.
Yeah. Man, if you're going to get a DUI, at least make it a good one.
I guess.
I mean, how about you don't get a DUI? But if you're going to get one.
Yeah, it's like go big or go home, right?
Exactly. You don't want to fuck around with that.
Like, oh, just barely over the limit. Could have went so much harder.
I just love the idea of, oh, you got vodka at a house party? I'm taking my 10.
Maybe she knew the people? I don't know.
Maybe. Hey, back in the day when I used to work at McDonald's, I had some friends.
I
had some friends roll through the drive-thru, and they go, and I was working the drive-thru, obviously. And they go, hey, we'll trade you a couple shots for a couple of burgers. And I said, deal.
Whoa.
So they handed me from their car, like I was at the first window taking the money. And so like they handed me a shot and I downed it and I look around like, all right, nobody.
Like a shot glass or just like a pull from a bottle?
No, they had a shot glass with them.
Unreal.
Which probably means they were drinking in the car, which is not good. I don't approve of that now that I think about it. But then they handed me another one, took another shot, and I handed it back to him. I was like, all right, burgers are free, my friends. And I zeroed out their burgers and sent them down to the next window to pick them up.
What a good friend.
We did some things.
Good for you. We did some things too.
Yeah, high school, a little bit of college, working at McDonald's. You got to have fun.
Yeah, we this wasn't drinking involved, but well, the first part was we went to visit my buddy. He's go to Butler University in Indianapolis.
Okay.
And we went and visited him on Easter weekend once. So like 50% of the population of the student body is gone.
Oh, sure.
So he was, I can't remember if he was in a frat or if he was pledging for a frat, but they did this fun scavenger hunt thing. And you had like 2 hours to go out and accomplish 100 tasks, 200 tasks, and they were all randomized with points. And you didn't know how many points each task was worth until you did it, turned in your shit at the end of the night, and the guy running everything ran all the points. So we took that, where we did a lot of drinking, and we brought it home, and we did it the following summer with our friends and everybody that was here.
Yeah.
And we one of the tasks on the scavenger hunt was run a red light.
Okay.
So it's like 11:50. Got to be done by midnight, and everything had to be like video recorded. So this wasn't like with iPhones. We're talking like 2007, 2008.
Oh shit! You had to have a video camera.
You had to have like a digital camera or video camera. So we're sitting at a stoplight at a red light. Look around, like, hey, what if we just fucking go? Right, 11:50 at night, suburbs, nobody's around. Just run the red light, record it, and we'll fucking get the points. The headlights popping up behind us was like the one cop on duty.
Oh no.
So she pulled us over, asked us what the hell we were doing. And my buddy who was driving was really quick on it. And he said, oh, we thought it was like a 4-way red light, like a 4-way stop. So we just went, and she fucking bought it.
Wow.
And we got off scotch-free, man. Just scot-free.
Okay, now looking back, do you think she actually bought it, or she's like, these guys are harmless?
I think a little bit of both.
Fair.
Like we were all probably, I want to say 18. I think we were 18. It's probably like 2007. I mean, we weren't really doing anything wrong. Like we weren't harming anybody.
Right.
But then we went to the local grocery store and we did races on the conveyor belts at the registers. So that was probably pretty wrong. But
that's fantastic. Yeah.
Jumped up on the conveyor belts and sat on them, and we did races.
Nice.
But that was also part of the game. So I don't even know what my point is. Just doing stupid stuff. People doing stupid stuff. That's what the point was.
I get it.
We did dumb shit.
We should recreate this.
I feel like we're too old.
Shh. Quick, before any of us in this chat turns 40, we should recreate this.
You're still a couple years away.
No, I'm not. Couple months, maybe.
No.
Yeah. Couple months.
Jeez.
I'm going to cut this part out. I don't want people to know.
I thought you were like 38.
39.
Damn.
Then I die.
Well, your soul does.
Yeah. Oh, that happens as soon as you get married.
Yeah, right. Your wife's awesome.
That's true. Icing people.
You can't even like joke around with people about that shit. And it's like, oh, do you know your wife?
I can't joke around with people about that because they're like, yeah, well, we like her better.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you know who your wife is? Like,
right.
She's kind of amazing.
They'll ditch me before they ditch her, so I gotta play nice.
Mean Greg.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. We're still recording.
Oh yeah, still recording. That was it. Okay, good stuff. Hi, Vanessa.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to transition.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Well, Florida drunk mail carrier.
Oh yeah, doing stupid things.
Doing stupid things.
Yes.
Yeah. So, hitting some music, all that good shit. Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Poke, at Flex Media Beer _ 805-538 beer 2337. Mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. I do believe that is everything. Don't drink and drive, but do drink if you're working the drive-thru at McDonald's. I hope everyone out there is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.